Let's go live to independent member for Fowler Dai. Thanks for your time as always. I know you've been wearing out the rubber on your sand shoes, door knocking all over the seat of Fowler. What are you picking up? What's your read from the ground? We've heard the news poll courtesy of Trudy's report. What's your report from the ground there in southwest Sydney?
Can I say that good morning, Kieran? Good afternoon, actually. People are still feeling the pains of the interest rate rises. I know we've had one interest rate reduction, but it's still 12. And the cost of living. I went to an opening of a special housing block in Liverpool just last week, just end of last week, and the businesses there telling me, the construction people are saying, the costs have gone up for them, everything 30% plus in terms of energy, in terms of the supply chain, in terms of things that are, need to build houses is going to be challenging because all of that has gone up. Petrol is still pretty high. People driving, delivering things. So people said, these are people, ordinary people, workers telling me that they're still feeling the pains of the current increase in energy price and bills. So I think that I know that the media loves the whole polling and we hear talk about it, all of that. But actually, when you talk to people, ordinary working people,
Still hurting.
It's still hurting. There are still queues. People are still needing food hampers here in Western Sydney, Southwest Sydney, in Fowler. People are still coming to talk to me about housing. They're still talking to me about the fact that it's hard for them to pay their bills. So I don't know who they're polling, but certainly here people are telling me a different story.
The battery plan announced by the Prime Minister yesterday, does that have any relevance to your constituents?
There are a couple of battery announcements that the Minister for Energy made. I think last week he announced a community battery, I believe, which is supposed to provide cheaper energy for about 300 households. I mean, we've got about 6,000 to 8,000 households in Fowler. And that community battery, when will it come into play? We don't know, but it's spruiked that way. But the funny thing about that announcement last week was that it was the same community battery announcement that the minister announced with Christina Keneally 3 years ago when she campaigned out here in Fowler. So that's kind of giving a new name to recycling a battery or rebadging dead batteries. So that's one announcement. And of course, I believe there's housing batteries that's been announced as well by the minister. So they're two separate things. So I hope that your audience realise that there are two. But none of this actually will address the immediate crisis in cost of living or energy bills. It's good with the the batteries for the homes, and I know that's going to be subsidised. I know that it will be only available to those who can afford it. So I can afford it, probably. You might be able to, Kieran, but the workers here, the people who work in the factories, the people who work in retail, the people who are running small businesses, the cost of buying a home batteries is going to be, expensive. And of course, the workers in my electorate will be subsidising those who can afford to buy batteries, home batteries in the future. So the details are still the devil's in the details.
I know you've got to get going. I appreciate your time as always. Thank you, Member for Fowler Dai. Let's go live to Peter Dutton, speaking in Adelaide at a service station, talking up that fuel excise reduction that he's promising.